What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my on my balcony. I'm here basically dropping this video to speak on keeping and maintaining drivers. I'm out here in Puerto Rico, just enjoying the sights and sounds and the loud ass airport next door. But I'm dropping this video to speak on keeping drivers and maintaining drivers. Oh, close the door. I don't want to swing and hit the thing, but I'm dropping this video to speak on maintaining and keeping good drivers, which, to be real with you, it's kind of a hard subject to have a definite answer when it comes to finding good help, because it's kind of hard. Like I said before, I've searched far and wide for a decent driver, and it gets kind of tough at times. It gets tough, it gets complicated, and like I said before, it's not something that is very simple. The longest drivers I've had, owner-op wise, I've had owner-op stay with me for about a year. Company driver wise, the longest company driver I had was 9 months. I think about 9 months. And then I've had like drivers stay like 30 days, 60 days, 4 months, 5 months. But they all end up basically either getting fired or just quitting. The ones that got fired, for the reasons that I've stated before: smoking weed, just doing stupid stuff. And then the ones that actually just quit either left because of personal reasons, or it just wasn't for them. They were looking for better opportunities, more home time, and blah blah blah. And I realize it's no definite way of trying to keep drivers. I mean, I paid my drivers top dollar. That doesn't mean that they're going to stay. I pay my drivers well. I offer them benefits. They get the works. I mean, my last company driver, she was able to buy a house just working for me. So that was like a small win for me, because it just shows me that my drivers are able to progress and they're actually making decent money. For me, I go after dedicated lanes. That's why I only hire from Cali or Arizona, because those are my 2 lanes that I run. So I get a lot of people that hit me up from like the East Coast that want to work for me, but I don't have work for them because, like I said, I run just those 2 states, and I'm not really taking on owner ops at all right now, because I didn't been through the trenches when it comes to dealing with them. So at the end of the day, I have to do what I have to do, which is basically maintain my customer base, keep them happy. So at the end of the day, I've found that you can post on Google, you can post on Indeed, you can post on all these job search engines and everything else. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have a driver that's worth keeping. It's just hard finding a driver that wants to stick it out for the long haul. With being a smaller company, you have a disadvantage because you don't have the luxuries that a large company has, which is why you have those drivers at those large companies that have been there 20, 30, 40 plus years, because they're able to offer more than the average like small carrier. Which, I mean, I would love for somebody to work for me that long, but I'm not that big. I don't offer a new truck every single year for somebody that has that much experience, because my fleet's so small. So for us small guys, we kind of got a disadvantage when it comes to trying to keep drivers and find drivers. The best way I can explain to do it is just to vet them. Like, I have to vet my drivers very well now after all the situations I've been through. It's very hard for me to hire a driver on now, because all the limitations and the restrictions that I have now because of what my drivers have done in the past. thank God that plane is about to leave because it was loud as hell. So, you know, it's not really something that I have a definite answer to, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So when it comes to like, you know, drivers, like I said, they're like one of the hardest things to keep and find because, you know, that's just how it is. That's just how they are. Um, they don't really. A lot of drivers have hidden agendas and hidden motives. Some drivers, you know, they just be doing the weirdest things. So, I mean, at the end of the day, a driver is gonna do what a driver wants to do. There's no right or wrong reasoning behind what drivers do. You know, that's just the humans. You know, we do weird things. So at the end of the day, the vetting process, I would say, is probably the hardest. You don't want, for me, I don't want somebody that, if you've ever smoked weed, before I was real lenient, like, okay, you can come work for me because you don't smoke no more. Now, nah, not at all. If you smoke weed, if you've ever smoked weed, it's even on my application now. It's dead. You might as well not even apply because I'm not going to hire you because I don't want you to relapse because that's what I've had happen to me in the past. And then now it's like, you know, they got to go through background checks and everything else. Like, for me, I'll hire a felon, but it just depends on the type of felony. Like, for instance, I had a driver that was a sex offender. And me personally, I felt some type of way. Like, I really had to pray on that if I really wanted to hire this man because it just was really like, whoa, like, and, you know, I had to let all my other drivers know, like, hey, you know, this is the type of dude that, you know, we gonna have working for us. And, you know, this is, you know, I didn't go into detail about, you know, what he actually did, but I just let him know, like, you know, he's a registered sex offender, just so y'all know. And so y'all are aware. And then, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, my drivers, they felt the way that they felt. Like they said, they ain't saying nothing to him. As long as he stays in his lane, they gonna stay in theirs. And, you know, we here to make money. So that's what it was. And it was very interesting because, man, that driver ended up costing me a lot because of the mistakes he made. And like I said before, it's just growing pains and it's a learning curve. So, you know, you learn from every single experience that you go through when it comes to dealing with drivers. I know I have. So, you know, with that being said, we're about to go down here and enjoy this beach. So, love, peace, prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.